Hello, how is everybody doing? I did see, this is my fault, but I did see that I actually posted this for 7 p.m. tonight. That is after the work that Crystal will be teaching class 1 and 2. I just meant to be 7 a.m. I like doing these things earlier in the day. So if it affects how many people are on, it affects how many people are on. I don't know what to fucking say. It is what it is. But hi, Janet. How the hell are you today? So we're going to talk today about the case study in societal delusion, foodie beauty edition. Hopefully, uh, from what I understand, because I've never watched her videos ever, like not once. So hopefully this won't be something that will cause me too much mental trauma. But she comes with a very, a very serious. Cats are always all over me first thing in the morning. Excuse me. Um, Apparently, this woman comes with a very serious. She comes with a very serious reputation of being completely batshit crazy. Um, at this stage, you've kind of just gotta all consider the fact that like anybody that's 400 pounds or plus or whatever is batshit crazy, especially when they don't try to do something about it. Uh, I know that sounds super fucking harsh, but it's just very realistic. Like very, very realistic. Like you're eating yourself to death and you're not doing something about it. It's mental illness. I mean, I'm sorry, but that is. You know what? I'm gonna fill up my coffee real quick. And hey, Seven, how are you? Give me 1 second. I gotta fill up my coffee. And I'm back. Sorry, I had to grab coffee and I had to grab my second bottle of water for the day. She's nice and cozy in her craziness. Kashina, how are you doing? Simon, how are you doing? I hear that. I mean, like that's my thing. I hope everybody understands. I'm at the stage where a lot of people think like, "Oh, you just hate fat people." I care for fat people more than they care for themselves. If you ask me, uh, I'm trying my best to be as realistic as possible with people and making sure that people understand that you cannot just treat your body like a McDonald's dumpster and expect to be healthy. And it is also, years it was like, okay, the fat acceptance is stupid, it's ridiculous, it's blah blah blah. Let's get there. Now it's actually damaging, like truly damaging the fabric of society. We we do things to protect the healthcare system that is vastly majority clogged up by lifestyle driven chronic illness, and a huge portion of that is obesity. So every time you hear an obese person say it's none of your business, like my health is none of your business, um, I would love to think that, and I would love to just, I mean, even if that were even if that were the case, I still have what this thing called empathy, uh, and I don't want to see people suffer and eat themselves into illness. I would still stop an alcoholic, even though an alcoholic does not affect me in any fucking way. I would still try to, if I could, help an alcoholic not drink themselves to death because this little thing called being a human being. Um, and I just when people come at me like that, like you just hate these people. If I'm what's more hateful, me telling people the truth, no matter how the delivery. Because the thing is, people are like, well, another thing people say about me is that like my delivery is so harsh that it's going to turn people off. Well, how has ass patting them done for them? For the last 20 years. How has Alan, your stream at 7 p.m. instead of 7 a.m.? Yeah, I know. I covered that a little bit ago. My bad. So when I put it up, I put it up wrong. Vanessa, first time catching one of your lives. You've been inspired me to lose 20 pounds so far. Excellent. Uh, the thing is, um, what I was saying, and Casey, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, buddy. Um, Telling people the truth about what they're doing to their bodies is no matter how it's delivered. And I mean, I really mean this. No matter how, look quite sure. Oh, I didn't think so, Casey. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The the telling people the truth versus just like overtly lying to their face. Like whenever somebody says like, if you go to the comment section of like a fat act of the creator, and there's just it's full of people calling each other queens and kings, and first of all, everybody calling themselves queen and everybody calling themselves king. It's the same thing as how we dilute other words. Like king means top of the fucking like king of the jungle. There's one, like there's the top. You're not the king of the only thing you're the king of is gluttony and ill health if you can barely fucking move. Harsh? I don't think so. Just reality. That's the thing. You're getting a weird feedback, like ringing. I don't know what to tell you. Is that better? I don't know what to tell you. But the the biggest thing that I've found in the last 2 years is that we are obviously soft language makes people feel better. It does, but it doesn't actually help them better. Are you still getting it? Or is it better? Let me try something different. How about that? Test, test. How's this working? Oh, shit. Is that better? It's better now? Yes. Good, 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 good. 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 Okay. I thank you guys for telling me that. I appreciate you, motherfuckers. Teamwork. Hell yeah. So I just wanted to let everybody know before we go and check out this lady's channel. I hear it's fucking crazy. I mean, I hear she's batshit fucking nuts. But I'm gonna put this out there to everybody, And I have no problem calling people batshit fucking nuts. None. I mean, I'm fucking three-fourths crazy myself, so I feel I have a right. Uh, I think most of these people that are sorry, stepping into the girl world. You guys have your own like fucking languages for this shit, but most of these people have some serious fucking mental illness. I mean, we kind of have to look at the fact that like, if you are willing to openly lie to yourselves and call people that openly lie to your fucking face friends. Like these people know, like when somebody says, "Oh, you're just fine the way you are, eating those fucking 12 Big Macs a day," like they know the person's lying to them. Like they have to move that fucking the fucking body shaped circle body around. Like they know they're fucking ill. They know they're not fucking in a good way. And they know, and deep down, and whenever somebody says like some people are just born in bigger bodies, like the biggest fucking, we just, it's like a kindergartner fucking made up this lie, And uh, it, it has to be accepted that they are just fucking crazy. Way out of, I'm about to say something that's about to piss a bunch of people off, so you might all leave. Way out of topic, Alan. But anybody want to help Ukrainian refugees? I'd like to help Americans. I don't think we should send a fucking dollar any fucking where in the United States or anywhere besides the United States. I do not believe one more fucking penny should be borrowed in the name of the taxpayer and sent to a different fucking land. I mean, right now, any money that goes out of our country is money that we borrow in the name of the taxpayer to then fucking frivolously send it around the fucking world. And I feel for the plight of these people. I have clients that are Ukrainian, like speak like the language from there. I have clients that are Russian, speak the language from there. I have people that have family in these countries. America should help fucking America. If you haven't taken a look around to see that we are in a very fucking serious way, you should. We should not spend money on other people's problems until we can fix our fucking own. and that's just my thought on that. I don't believe we should borrow because it is borrowing. Any money you hear them talk about, they're either creating or borrowing. I mean, it is frivolous. We can talk about this later because we're going to talk about Foodie Beauty right now, but it's way off topic, and you fucking played my ADHD anyway. But you know, I fucking. Oh wait, goddamn, Casey, good job. He's down 125 pounds. You motherfucking killing it. But so back to these people. Like I gotta say, I'm making a whole video about this today. I'm making a few videos today. I'm actually gonna publish them, like not live videos, like for a fucking change. I've had people be like, "You don't make videos anymore. You just do lives." Like, well, first of all, lives are videos. Secondly, and again, like live. If you ask me, live is much harder than fucking just videos. Live, you have to know your shit. You have to be able to speak your fucking trade. You know. But I'm about to say something that's gonna upset probably a few people too. There is no more privileged person on the fucking planet than the American fat person. I mean, you want to talk about privilege? There is no more privileged person than the American fat person. To be able to eat yourself into fucking gluttony and then step back and say that anybody that has a problem with it has a problem. To literally step back and be in complete denial of your own fucking issues and say that anybody that points it out has a problem is privilege on a fucking massive fucking level. I mean, I would challenge everybody to think about if the person was an alcoholic and we would watch and they would post what I drink in a day videos, fucking slamming down fucking cocktails, watching them get sloppy drunk, and then when somebody says, "Hey, that's bad for your health," that you're somehow alcoholophobic. You know, that would be fucking that would be the equivalent to this stupid shit. Not to mention how much more they consume, and then expect. I mean, then we share in the costs of fucking taking care of people once they've by their own hand eaten themselves into fucking a poor state of health. That is privilege. Like it's just it's the most they're the most privileged people on the planet. The American fat person is the most privileged group of people on the fucking planet. To be able to eat in a fashion that gets you to the point where you can just be gluttonously fat without having to move your body and collect it. That is fucking tragic. The people we are looking at. When people ask me what I should be a little bit more feeling. They're the most privileged people in the fucking country. I should be a little bit more fucking. I should be more sensitive. It is people that openly consume vastly more than what they fucking need on a daily basis for a long period of fucking time, consuming more resources that could go towards other people, and then fucking, I mean, adding, there's production to that. I mean, it's adding like more resources need to be used to produce the food. More resources need to be used to cart the food around. More resources need to be used to cart the fucking person around because they weigh 2 to 3 times what a fucking person normally fucking should. It is fucking privilege. We have this like thin privilege. Fuck, there is obese consequences and obese privilege. There's no thin privilege. I mean, you people are fucking. It's fucking insane. You know what you get the privilege of if you're thin to possibly, not even definitely, but possibly live longer, depending on how you treat your body. Still, because a person can eat one Big Mac instead of fucking 4 Big Macs in a fucking day and still be fucking unhealthy as fuck just at a normal weight. Like it is, we just live in this world of we live in such a world of massive privilege that people have convinced themselves that they are some sort of disenfranchised or fucking uh, somehow marginalized people. Like they call themselves marginalized. That's a huge fucking margin, fat people. I mean, in fucking both in reality and in fucking. I mean, it's a huge margin because the margin is you are going to eat yourself into fucking illness and then expect everybody to share in the cost of taking care of you and you're going to. I mean, it's just fucking privilege. Privilege. We need to fucking very clearly see that it's absolute fucking privilege, especially because, and this is just fucking. This is going to be harsh. Everybody, fuck, get ready for it. Especially because they literally, and I mean fucking literally, they provide less to the fucking group. Their production is normally much lower than people of a healthier weight because uh, they can't fucking produce more. They miss more days at work. They're less productive at work. There's many things they can't fucking do. It's privilege, and I mean, I I've been very kind, if you ask me, in the last. And a lot of people don't believe that, but I've been very kind to fat people, uh, and this is me being kind to them again, just so you understand. You're privileged. If you're an American fat person, you're one of the most privileged people on the fucking planet. And it's not done. It is not done to actually help you. It is done to fucking sell shit to you because you are literally the fucking cash cows. They are literally fattening the cows so then they can fucking reap the benefits of you needing fucking pharmaceutical and you needing healthcare and you consuming more. You are literally the American fat person is the most privileged person on the planet because they can make the most fucking money off of you. They're rewarding your overconsumption and illness that you're eating yourself into. They're rewarding you with telling you you're awesome and protecting your fifis when in fact you are literally being gaslit into thinking that you are in some way both privileged or in some way both oppressed and yet eating more than what you fucking possibly need. And that anybody that says anything against it is somehow there's a problem with them when you are clearly eating yourself into ill health. People need to wake the fuck up. They need to wake the fuck up. Okay, so speaking of a privileged obese person, we are going to now talk about Foodie Beauty. And I have to say, Foodie Beauty needs therapy. I have not watched any of her fucking videos. They all need therapy. If you've gotten yourself to the point where you're just accept like it's time, it's time. So I didn't. I saw that she does nothing but very long lives, pretty much. She doesn't actually make content. It seems. So what I did is I reached out to that Lindsay with an A and Tiffany, and they gave me uh, some basic clips. So I don't know any of the players' names, just so you know. Uh, I don't know any of the players' names. Give me a second. So what I did is they sent me some videos that are like kind of synopsis videos. So it's not actually going to her channel. Uh, you like Papa Swolio are wasting your breath. She don't. I'm not trying to help her. This is a case study in societal delusion. I'm not trying to help her. You know what? Here's the thing. If people want help, they can come. If any of these people wanted help, just to be honest, here's my coaching link for all of you that want it. You can get a 30-minute consultation. Gives you a month with our app, including the consultation, live and pre-recorded yoga, hit style training, all that shit. So they can grab that. I do not do that anymore. Where I don't, I have offered many times in the past, like, hey, get a hold of me, I'll help you. Blah blah blah. You have a large audience. Wah, 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 all that bullshit. They almost never take you up on it. And when you try to just help them out of the goodness of your heart, it never really helps them. They have to fucking want it. So if they're not with, I mean, these people make money from their fatness. The least they can do is pay for it. So I'm not trying to. I got to be real. I'm not trying to help her. I'm trying to use this as a case study in societal delusion, foodie beauty edition. This is a synopsis video that Lindsay and Tiffany sent to me. And it is from a channel because and a lot of these, like just like Amberlyn Reed, it appears that there's a lot of reaction channels. And this one is, oh, hang on, I wanted to get the name. This one is Little Dumplings Just Saying. So Little Dumplings Just Saying, I'm going to subscribe to you because I'm using your video. I'm going to click all on the notifications. And that reminds me, if you have not already, click like and subscribe on this fucking channel, no matter what video platform you're watching it on. Please do so because YouTube's not going to fucking do it for you, especially on my content. But anyway, this is Just Saying, special viewer unit.
People are represented by three separate yet equally important groups.
We are going to listen to this at a little faster speed because my brain works way too fast. I'll like fucking lose my spot. Who is Chantel? Now, is Chantel Foodie Beauty? Like, somebody tell me. I don't know the names of these players. I keep at all. So I keep seeing people mention Nader too. I guess that's her boyfriend. I don't know. So to Chantel Nader, no hard feelings.
The one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member.
So I guess this is me reacting to a reaction. I'm almost like fucking John from Beast to Beast.
Of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the stories.
I fucking like it.
All right, so I'm in a little lobby way here. Come on in. As you can see, I look a bit tipsy. I had dinner with my family. I miss Phoebe. I just want to wish you guys a happy new year this year going forward.
Okay, this is just an observation, but a lot of people like wonder, like, you know, well, you can't look at a person and tell that they're unhealthy. I can tell you this person's unhealthy by looking at her. So, and again, this is not meant to hurt her feelings. This is just meant to actually be in reality. But if you eat so much that your ears disappear, you're not healthy. So I'm just going to point that out.
We'll be even better than the last. And I hope that I can make some changes that are beneficial to my life and health. And
so she's talking about making changes that are beneficial to her life and health. I mean,
I say that every year, but you know what? Maybe one of these days it will just click. Maybe it will really happen. I think what I'm going to do is just like lay down for a bit. And I cannot miss out on this party. I cannot flake on my friend. Why? Because she said, please don't flake on me. Because sadly, when my friends have to say that to me, that's really sad. Because it has nothing to do with my friends. I love my friends and I miss them. Physically, I just feel so tired and fat. I know what's the name.
Well, that's because you are fat, and I'm sure it's very tiring. The thing that she just brought up, like, you know, the thing when her friends bring up that, you know, they don't want her to flake. It sounds to me like she's possibly making, like, she'll make plans with people and then canceling either out of the being tired, or fucking out of being tired or just not wanting to be around people. That's actually also a sign that they need fucking help. Never heard ears disappear before. I mean, like if your face gets so fat that all of a sudden your ears disappear, like my ears look much bigger when I'm thin, much bigger. Yeah, I mean, it's truth, you know. Like I look like I could hear shit on fucking Mars, you know.
Negative thing when I'm so body positive. It's like getting to this room is.
You're not body positive. I mean, I know I keep like fucking like I know I keep doing this where it's like. But nobody that eats themselves the way nobody that eats like this person does is body positive. That's just a lie. That's just again that's the privilege talking. That's obese privilege to somehow claim to claim the opposite of what you're doing. That's fucking pretty fucking sad. That's pretty fucking sad. It really is. This is at least 9 months.
The hallway is like. Probably, I swear, it feels like a kilometer to me. So I would just
this video is to show year over year.
Somebody's lazy. Yeah. Oh, well, since it is literally almost the last day of January, I thought I would.
See what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking. Her ears have disappeared.
I'd complete my New Year's resolution vlog. So, the beginning of the video, I just thought I would go back to a previous year and see all the stuff I was worried about back then. And it's just more.
This is before the major health issue hit. What major health issue? Like, like viewing her. The major health issue is that she is gluttoning herself daily. That's the major fucking health issue. But it was what came up from it?
Well, this year I'm bald. I was just getting very, very sick of the hair fibers, just the same old, watching my hair disappear strand by strand. So I thought I would I just got fed up. Like, I think I just had like a mental break, kind of Britney Spears style, honestly, one night. And I think you all know why.
Um, I don't know why, but definitely before the current arc. So, as a question to all you guys, like let's talk about this. Like, and I think this is a very good statement. Definitely before the current arc, like it's almost like they run storylines. So, do you think that like they'll have a tiny little thing happen in their fucking life, and then they actually use it as their continued content for a while? Because I think that that's the fucking case. I think that that's the case for a lot of these super fat creators. They have like the little story arcs that they go by. I believe Amberlyn Reed does it. Uh, 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 April Lauren does it with like she has a different story arc for like the season or the I'm gonna eat what I want or the 75 hard challenges and fucking and I don't mean to laugh, but 75 like how hard can it be? Like anyway.
This year, the one thing I want to mainly focus on, I don't want to keep making resolutions for my weight, yada, yada, yada. I just don't want to focus on all of these areas of improvement in my life. But
You believe she had a hysterectomy. I feel for her. I hope it wasn't. I hope that severe PCOS. You know, wow, lots of comments, lots of crazy fucking comments. But the you know PCOS is made worse by not watching what you eat and eating ultra inflammatory foods. I mean, anytime you have inflammation with something like that, it's pretty fucking crazy. A lot of people control their PCOS symptoms by losing weight. So, and people that say you can't lose weight with PCOS are just that's denial. That's absolute denial. We have clients that have any wide ranging of PCOS that lose weight. Um, it's so sad. And if she wasn't such an awful person, I'd feel worse. She's addicted to drugs too, many drugs, hundreds of milligrams of THC daily. I never noticed that the ears are disappeared. My ears look huge. Yeah, I mean, it sounds. She's addicted in a lot of ways. It sounds like uh, all these people have fatty livers. Absolutely. She said she didn't have PCOS, just two large cysts. Okay. That was over 2 years ago. Okay.
the one thing I want to put at the forefront is just trying to keep my word on things. Actions speaking louder than words, and working on my being less impulsive, basically. So I'm very impulsive. I say I'm going to do a lot of things. I have been meaning to do a lot of things, including this video, and I still very much struggle with that. So I just thought I would do this little video. I wanted to put it out before the end of the month, and of course, I wait till the last of the month. So I'm just going to keep on working on myself. I didn't think life would take me in this direction. If you asked me last year, before I get you,
She's huge.
if you asked me a year ago, I never thought I'd be sitting here involved in this current position or whatever. You never know where life is going to bring you. So I feel like I'm at some kind of like turning point in my life, and I'll just see how it goes. So I know I still have the Q&A, and I have a lot of things I have to do. So I hope that you're patient with me. No one's life is perfect, especially mine. Regardless, I appreciate those of you who are still here. I have lost. My channel has a high turnaround rate. People get frustrated by my choices, by my life. I understand that. I've always been a person to still live my life regardless of the way I choose to. It's our right as human beings. So while I do appreciate your opinions, your concern, I do appreciate it. Please know that, okay? Other than that, I guess you guys are probably waiting to be, so I'm going to go get ready for the day, and I will see you guys later. Happy New Year. So, I'm in a really weird mood today. There's people, this guy's cross-country skiing. You gotta fill your life with stuff. You gotta give it meaning. You gotta make it. Julie, I never tried a video chat. I was with my husband.
You've got to fill your life with stuff and give it meaning, says the person that is clearly eating themselves to death. That is societal delusion. That right there is societal delusion, Foodie Beauty Edition. That of itself is completely whack nut fucking crazy. Like a person that has filled their life with unhealthy behavior, giving advice to others about how to fill their life with something fruitful and meaningful. Woo, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking cray. That's for sure. So let's see here. This is a different video by this woman. Give me a second.
In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17.
I'll get to my story time in a minute. Did they help me out? Not really. Well, yeah, they did. They were very nice. And I don't know, Alice. I don't know if the awards, if they can happen today. I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling pretty shitty. Hey, Echo, Colleen, might be too sick. Like, but Pete was saying, like, I shouldn't feel bad because, like, other awards, celebrity
Where's this
award shows
from?
have been canceled due to COVID, so I have a legit reason. But I'm feeling pretty funny. I'm not going to be on long. I just want to update you, and then I'm going to go to bed. I think, like, yeah, most people, like, COVID is, like, so rampant right
It's
now.
from a month ago.
But I might do, like, an awards, just, like, a pizza party, like, just fun kind of, like, thing where we can just, like,
What?
So-
Well, why a reward for what? Like that's what also something I want to fucking understand. I'm not getting it. Like I don't understand where people are coming from. But why reward yourself? I don't. I mean, fucking. We're just gonna go to this week's videos. Why reward yourself for any fucking thing? That's just deleting cowards and strangers danger food. Why reward yourself? For what? For what? It's fucking pretty fucking crazy. Here we
evil
go.
entities of my life. So
Serious question. Honest, serious question. What is the obsession with obese women and makeup? Like, if you don't want to be judged by your appearance, why do you then try to do like? Why are there so many makeup tutorials and why are we so concerned about fucking clothing and shit like that? Like, I don't. It's like just seems like such a fucking privileged thing, you know? Like, you know, the focus on abject appearance based off of makeup and clothing, but then you don't want anybody to judge your fucking appearance in any fucking way. So it's when you only like when you're a group of fucking people and you demand, and then society does this for them, by the way. But when you demand that there's fucking uh, like only positive things sent your way, only positive aspects sent your way, that's fucking privilege. Like I will say again, and I said at the beginning of this, in case you're fucking getting here later. The most privileged people on the fucking planet are the American fat person, or the American fat people. The most privileged, one of the most privileged group on the fucking planet is American fat people. I mean, because size of makeup has no labels. I mean, that's the fucking horrible thing. Like, I agree with you. I'm not being fucking harsh towards you, but what the fuck? I mean, and the nails are always taken care of. Yeah, I mean, like it's fucking crazy. You know, here's the thing, dear fat women. Do not go to the nail salon and get fucking super long nails put on. You need to fucking get to the fucking gym, and the nails are gonna get in the fucking way. Or you at least need to go fucking walking with hand weights or something like that. You need to fucking move. Worrying like any money spent, like it's crazy. You know, like one of the biggest arguments that I get all the time is that like people are fat because they can't afford healthy food, and it's fucking it. Unhealthy food is just as expensive, if not more expensive, if you look at it calorie for calorie. It just fucking is. It's a mask and a product that will fit regardless of body size. Very fucking good point. She also uses a filter on her camera. Most people do. And to be real, I use an up camera angle, so I don't look quite as broad, because you know I like how the camera looks. But it's also easier to look up. It hides a few things. There's a ring light right here, right above the camera, and then there's light coming up from the base too. So like anybody on camera does that shit. So just about, I think. I agree. Why are they bothering with hair and makeup? I mean, it's ridiculous. Like we're so worried about being inclusive in fucking clothing and inclusive in this and inclusive in that. How the fuck are you worried about this shit when you fucking can barely stand the fuck up? Like, I mean, so people need, like, you want people to think you're pretty, but don't give a fuck about your appearance at the same time. Fuck, what the fuck? You know, I don't give a fuck how pretty you think you are. I don't give a fuck if you think you're, you know, she calls herself Foodie Beauty. I mean, I get that you like. I'm glad that she can call herself Beauty. I wish that actual fake ass fucking confidence, because that's all fake. This person loathes themselves. Deep down, they loathe themselves. She's just using the privilege allotted to her by society to mask it and try to make herself feel better. This person loathes her. I do believe she has lots of mental issues, just from the videos I've watched. But what the fuck? I mean, it's fucking crazy talk. And I'm not gonna. We're gonna listen to this at fucking at least 1.75
This
speed.
person really found the Greek guy. That is so cruel. You know how much I like him. He had a nice voice too, and he was like nice. Why am I like psycho obsessing over something on?
You know, if you take a look right here, and this is not to be mean too, but this ought to. I enjoy your views on this train wrecker woman. I wish this woman nothing but the best. Chantel or Foodie Beauty or whatever the fuck her name is, because I mean they always have like fucking 10 different names. Not that I don't have fucking a bunch of different names. The Angry Bald Man, Alan Roberts, EDDF, every damn day. Like you end up with fucking tons of fucking nicknames when you're online. So it's not that I don't have them myself, but it's another reason why I tried to strip all that shit away and just Alan Roberts, because that's who the fuck I am. It's my actual real goddamn name. But I mean, whenever you see this, whenever it looks like they're actually wearing a fat suit, but it's not, it's actually them. How is that not a warning sign? Like fucking Tess got that too, where it looks like she's actually wearing a fucking suit of fat. Whenever that happens and you don't do something about it, I would argue that like maybe social services should step in, because you're fucking very clearly eating yourself into a fucking horrible fucking state of fucking existence. Then again, then we all need to share the fucking cost for it, because it is like we are at that stage. Like our healthcare system cannot take anymore. Trillions of dollars are spent on avoidable lifestyle-driven chronic illness a year. A year. Imagine what we could do with trillions of dollars. Imagine what we could fucking make happen with trillions more dollars pumped into our fucking economy. And we wouldn't be able to do that, by the way, but we could manage to not borrow money for a fucking year or two. And we could manage to invest in American-made companies. We could actually, invest in American farms. We could produce enough food here to take care of all of us if people grew food instead of lawns. And then if everybody fucking decided to actually take responsibility, like actually be full-on fucking adulting for themselves instead of, don't tell me I'm fat because it hurts my fucking fifis. Like, just to be real, I mean her no harm. I mean this woman right over here, no fucking ill will. I wish her nothing but the best. I wish she'd get some counseling, and I wish she would take care of her very fucking clear psychological disorders, so she could then hopefully help take care of her very fucking clear physical disorders, because this woman is fat as fuck. But she is a burden on society. I mean, I'm not talking about her content either, because so far I have not apparently seen the fucking crazy that most of you guys see. I've seen her be kind of crazy, but and she's definitely fucking delusional. Her privilege is fucking showing. This is fucking privilege. It's all privilege. I mean, I'm over it. I'm all over it. But it's fucking. This is fucking. This right here. This is privilege. Privilege.
I'll never meet in my life.
Again with the makeup.
Baby. Do a sit and spin? What? No, I'm wearing lingerie.
Did she just say she's wearing lingerie? What the fuck are we doing? So, how do I get channels deleted for fucking saying that facial decorations are dangerous, and this woman's lighting up a blunt on fucking camera? Like that's against like 25 fucking terms of service agreement.
I'm just kidding. I want something funny to happen. I want to troll. Hello.
You want to troll? You're trolling your life. She's trolling herself. It's not trolling if it fucking fucks your life up. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I see this all the time. It's not trolling if it makes you look like a fucking idiot. It's not. That's not trolling. Like, I mean, I know that's the fucking big word that the kids like to use nowadays. But it is not trolling to fucking walk in and just fucking. This is ridiculous. What the fuck? There seems to be like a lot of fucking nothing. People just fucking sitting here watching her fucking.
Yeah, I'm from India.
Oh, you guys are very cute.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait.
What the fuck is she doing?
Hi, what's your name?
I can't take this. I mean, what's this? She seriously gets off on accidentally flashing the camera all the time. It's very bizarre. What the fuck? She's obsessed with her self-image. Is she really though? Like, I mean, I think she's obsessed with the attention that her making a clown of herself is providing. Because she gotta know she's making a fucking clown of herself. Look at this picture. Look at this right here. I mean, that's a clown. Like, I mean, it really, and that's not even to be mean with her. Like, she's got a wig on, all sorts of over the top makeup on, while like it's a parody. Like a person, like she's pretending she's like not ill. I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. She's absolutely not trolling. It is how she is, and she has been for years. Like, she needs help. People have actually watched her fall asleep on lives before. 17 hours long live streams. It's terrifying. Why do we watch this shit? By the way, I did my grocery shopping on Infoot today, as always. We'll do the same. Some of your yoga later. That's fucking awesome, Marie. Out fucking standing. I can't believe that we fucking are gonna go on and on and on with this shit. What's this?
I'm gonna live tomorrow. I was live all day.
Has she had a? I want to point something here.
Snatch my wig. Ow! My earring went flying. Where did that go?
So is she? I'm just wondering, has she had weight loss surgery of any kind? Because this right here, and this is not to be mean to her, but that is the sign of some sort of hormonal, for women, it's a sign of some sort of hormonal or fucking some issue. I don't know.
These are. Okay, I'm going to bed now. Hold on a minute, guys.
I don't get it.
These bigger dresses.
I just don't
I know
understand.
what you're thinking.
Okay, so here.
And Elaine Cruz.
Oh, just fucking
Almost my bedtime.
enough. Done. I mean, wow. I hit my phone. Autocorrect makes me sound like a. No, you're fine. I don't. So here's my thoughts before I get too far down the fucking thing. And I got to be real. This is why I don't watch these channels. Okay, because I'm gonna just be honest. It's like watching a fucking train wreck of fucking massively privileged. The privilege these people are exhibiting is what's hurting them. And I'm not going to sit here and watch somebody break terms of service agreement, because what will fucking happen? You people understand this, right? She is an obese person. She has privilege. Therefore, she is allowed to fucking say and do damn near anything on this YouTube platform and most other platforms, and is protected. She has fucking privilege. But me showing that just now could likely get this video taken down for showing somebody using drugs. It's happened many fucking times to me before, and that's literally it's fucking privilege. It's societal privilege aimed towards obese people. It's fucking truly fucking disgusting. Like truly, like I fucking it's sad that it's what happens, but it fucking happens. So again, I just put in the coaching special. I'm going to take some Q&A from you guys. What do I watch? I watch very little YouTube. I watch some of Michelle's stuff. Uh, I watch Mark's. I watch most of Mark's stuff. I don't really watch the bodybuilding stuff too much because I'm not that interested in bodybuilding. But Mark has excellent fucking health advice and shit like that. I watch Tim Pool. I watch Rogan. I watch MSNBC and CNN and Fox and all those just to see how crazy they all are. Watch the Hodge twins, because they follow me, I follow them, type thing. I don't watch when it comes to fitness content. I don't watch barely any fitness content. Why would I? I live with one of the best fitness experts in the fucking country, and I'm a best-selling fucking weight loss author. I don't watch other people's fitness content. I do research on my shit. That's another reason too. I'm not led by the crowd because the crowd in fitness seems to fucking go along with. They all will pick a topic and then they'll all go along with it, right? I don't do that. I do my own independent research all the time based on what I think the goals for society should be. And the goal for society right now should abso-fucking-lutely be unfattening the fucking country and getting rid of this fucking getting rid of this fucking basically overt privilege. She's a train wreck. Yeah, I'm not. My thing is like, and here's this thing. She's absolutely delusional. She's sitting like, I mean, the makeup, the fucking wigs, the fucking clothing, the fucking like, you're gonna do yourself up when she's very clearly ill. She knows she's fucking ill, and she's the one doing it to herself. So the only society where you can get this big is the developed world. Fat people are privileged to have this problem. There's no more privileged group of people on the planet than the American fat people. American fat people are privileged beyond fucking any other group that's ever been fucking privileged. I mean, it's fucking crazy. Have you ever done mace training? What do you think of it? I've never done mace training, but I think it looks pretty neat. Alan, have you offered any of these people free coaching just to see if they take it up? I have offered free coaching to many people, and it will never fucking happen again, ever. Why should they, especially when they make money from their obesity should pay for the coaching too. If they want to fucking pay me, they can fucking pay me. Speaking of that, they can even take us up on this fucking coaching deal, or even get a 30-minute consultation, which gives you a month free of our app. But I absolutely have offered these people fucking coaching. Some of them, and most of them have never taken me up on it. So YouTube promotes people like Nikado Avocado. It's fucking ridiculous. They do. I mean, it's privilege. It goes against the terms of service agreement for them to watch them glutton themselves. This woman was just smoking weed on fucking camera, and not a problem. Nikado Avocado shows binge eating behavior and self-destructive, self-harming behavior on a fucking daily basis. They fucking promote that shit and put every fucking ad they can on it. But say that obesity is dangerous for society because it leads to massive illness, disease, and fucking cost. And it's bad for the planet due to the overconsumption and the transportation of what's being consumed and shit like that. And then you're like, I'm the fucking bad guy for stating the fucking facts, but we need to live in a fairy tale land where this all of a sudden isn't bad for people. Fuck off. I mean, it is what it is. Alan, is beta-alanine and creatine safe to take every day, even on rest days? It's two of the most studied fucking things ever done. If you're going to take creatine and beta-alanine, if you're going to take beta-alanine, you need to take creatine because beta-alanine doesn't work that well without creatine. And they both help in a minor fashion. Like it's not some sort of fucking crazy ass fucking huge thing. Creatine I do take like towards the end of I'll probably take creatine for a couple months this summer just to fucking have a little bit extra volume and look like I'm a little bit more pumped. But if you're an obese person, you shouldn't worry about taking any of that shit. You should worry about taking less food and fucking more activity. So you eat sugar at all? I eat sugar occasionally. I eat processed sugar maybe once every couple of days. But I view it as how I would alcohol. Instead of having if I have instead of a whiskey, I'll have a sweet treat or something like that, But yeah, I don't, the only thing that I don't eat is peanut M&Ms because it's a binge trigger. I'm a binge eater, and that's one of the reasons why we developed the hunger management method that is at the coaching we were talking about. Is because I just try to make sure I try to avoid the binge at all possible costs. And we use the methods that we've developed to help do that and build a healthy lifestyle. Because a healthy lifestyle helps avoid binges too. Binging oftentimes is, I mean, there's a lot of emotional stuff that's involved in it, but the physical things that can get you into binging is when like you are or cause a binge, at least for statistically speaking, the person's dehydrated, the person has had lack of sleep, they're stressed, they've eaten something that's caused a very serious glycemic response, and they want more and more and more and more and more of it, and they then are stressed and stuff like that. Um, it's a pretty fucking serious thing. She's Canadian. Then all of Canada is helping support her fucking habit. It's fucking true. Alan. I was a client of yours a while back before I quit. Now I just had a minor heart attack. I went to help get the message out, man. Uh, I'm glad you're okay. I'm sorry you had a heart attack. Please, if you want to come back to coaching, you can. A lot of people do well, and then they think they're doing better, and then they leave and they fall down in the habits. We try to make sure, especially in this last 2 years, try to make sure that the person works on building the habits that they can self-reflect upon. The pandemic has been hard for fucking everybody. So I really hope that you are doing good and you can take us up on the coaching offer that's right above and come on back and we will try to help you work your shit out. Hi, everyone. I'm going to listen from the shower. Just got back from the gym. Good for you. Swole offered her training and she didn't even last 24 hours. I'm not offering her fucking. She needs counseling, if you ask me. That's so sad. I knew it. They wouldn't take it. So lazy. Yeah, most of the time. I'm not obese. I want to gain some muscle. I'm 5'56" and weigh 115 pounds. Okay, that's good. I would suggest you very fucking clearly that understand that if you gain weight from creatine, it's mostly fluid weight. Does it help with ATP pickup and rest and recovery in between sets? Absolutely, but that is more of a performance-based supplement. I think that if you're 115 pounds, I would imagine that you are very much at a healthy, either at a healthy weight, depending on your height, or a little underweight, and you should just consistently get some activity in, get some workouts in, maybe you're at the stage where maybe hire a trainer in person. So when you have a heart attack, it feels like your soul is being ripped out. I shouldn't have quit. Well, you can come on back. Honestly, I don't think Amberlyn Reader Chantel should be able to profit off. I agree with that. I mean, it should not be. It's against the terms of service agreement to monetize this. Is binging planned? I basically used to plan on binging every fucking day when I was trying to be big and strong, but it's not planned. I that's what I do. I try to avoid the binges. Basically, YouTube is monetizing end of life streams. They really are. Do you think the added fats should be treated like added sugars, both added to palpability and calorie density? I don't like. My thing is, if you're going to get fats, you should get it from either if it's processed food, it should be viewed as only for pleasure. And processed food where there's added fat to it should be viewed that way. If you're talking about fats that you cook stuff in, I personally use when I cook off ground meat because I use ground meat as prep food because it's prep food. It's fucking beef. I save that fat. I drain the fat off, and then I save that fat, and then I use that fat as my cooking stuff. Either that or butter. I don't use nut oil almost ever. I used coconut oil last night to make our popcorn because we had taco popcorn last night. I haven't been since I started watching your lives. Your honest take on gluttony is a message worth sharing as often as possible. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Jen. I really do. I appreciate you. In my experience, binging is usually triggered, hopefully never planned, but don't know. The Cotto Avocado plans his binges. That's for fucking sure. Lindsay, I have a 72-hour rule with sugar and processed food. That's fucking outstanding. That's a very fucking good thing. It takes at least 3 days to get out of your system and lose the cravings, in my opinion, of course. That's excellent. I think it would be a little different for everybody, but that's a fucking excellent guide rule to go by, Lindsay. Very fucking good. I would also state that these are highly inflammatory foods also. They actually increase a person's inflammation more than any other food, so it would help with that going away. Fucking outstanding. What's the difference between binge eating disorder and food addiction? Food addiction can just be the person consistently eats more than their calories and they're addicted to a particular type of food. Binge eating is, I like to describe it, it's almost like watching a movie of yourself eating and trying to stop you. It's like you're like outside of yourself watching a movie of yourself, just fucking absorb, like just fucking cram the food in your face. Um, and it's normally an event. It's not like the constant feeding of food. Binge eating, I think, is more prevalent. Like binge eating is almost fucking promoted in our society. So, what do you have for breakfast? Coffee, black coffee. My dietitian is convinced healthy as every size is true. I bet your dietitian's fat as fuck and or a panderer. So, eating socially with people is where I fall off the rails. Yeah, and don't go to that dietitian again. It's like these dietitians that talk about intuitive eating. Dietitians are like uh, dietitians know about food, like the nutrition of food. They don't know about food behaviors very well, uh, and intuitive eating. You cannot intuitively eat products that are not intuitive to your nature. Like ultra processed carbohydrates are not natural, so therefore you can't intuitively eat them. And people should understand that. So. In years, months, if many of these people die off, have health issues, can't their families sue YouTube? No. I mean, I think they could possibly, but they would be fucking tied up in red tape. And these people, I mean, this is a long, slow process. This is why they should stick to the terms of their service agreement. Um, I deal with binging and I hate it. I'm telling you, we can help you out. We can help you at least build up better tools to deal with it. So it's not such a horrible thing. Like I don't like that I'm a binge eater, but like I said, even when I've binged in the last 2 years, I just kind of stop. I take an outside assessment. Was I dehydrated? Was I tired? Was I stressed? Blah blah blah. I go through the whole gambit of things, and then I go from there. Give me 1 second, folks. I got to check something out. I got to make sure I'm not. I got consultations and shit like that this morning, so. Okay. Oops. All right, we're good. We still got time. Um, nice to see you. Have a nice day. You have a nice day also. Have a good day also. I'm a recovering binge eater. It's hard work, but it is. It's hard. It's hard building muscle in menopause. I would imagine it is. I would talk to your doctor about getting your hormones checked and stuff like that. You need to find things that give you pleasure outside food. I completely agree there. And I wish there were more neurological studies on obese people. Well, there are lots of studies that show that being obese in of itself causes neuroinflammation. It causes both cognitive decline and uh, temperament changes, things like that. Being fat as fuck causes a constant state of inflammation. I mean, the person is inflamed to a great degree, and that in and of itself is just very fucking unhealthy. Like very, very, very unhealthy. Here we go. All right, folks. So ask your questions. We're about at the hour mark. I did want to tell everybody thank you very much. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. Being obese is making people crazy. Give me a second. Good thing. Okay, so here's what we're about to do. I gave up on Foodie, Beauty, and Amberlin a long time ago, and you guys should watch. You guys should watch April Lauren. She's lost 75 pounds already and is still going strong. April Lauren is an open-faced liar. Just so you know, Lucy. April Lauren talks about how she has been, at her weight loss journey for the last year or so. Meanwhile, she's had like multiple attempts. I mean, she did a whole channel called Keto Bright. There's things that she just is not disclosing to her audience. So I mean, and as what some consider a fitness expert and a weight loss expert, like I'm a best-selling weight loss author. She is either eating more than what she says or not doing the activity she says. Otherwise, she'd be losing weight at a much fucking higher pace. She's openly lying right now, in my opinion, of course. So, Mikado Avocado is a case study alone. He absolutely is. There are studies that show fast food rewires the brain. It absolutely does. Thanks for Thursday Truth. You are very welcome. It's my lunch hour. I'm off for a walk because my desk job is too sedentary. Good for you. Good for you. If you have a desk job, see if you can get a standing desk too. One of those desks that converts up to down and spend half your day standing. I'm speaking more on the brain's response and need for dopamine. I completely. It's addiction. It's a form of addiction. What are your thoughts on dietitians like Abby Sharp? I believe Abby Sharp is a intuitive eating idiot. And I say idiot because that's the terminology that should be attached to them. Abby Sharp seems to be very, very, very intelligent. She does have very serious credentials. But anybody that thinks that a person can intuitively eat ultra processed carbohydrates when they have an unnatural effect on the body, I think is fucked up. So Abby Sharp panders to some extent. Don't pander. They've had enough pandering. They've had enough pandering. They've had enough ass pats. I lost 70 pounds thanks to your advice, Alan. Marie, very fucking awesome. Let's see here. There are multiple studies that show obesity folks are responsive to high reward foods. Absolutely. And give me one more second. Stream. This was the first look at it, by the way. The first shot. Obesity and neuroinflammation. A pathway to cognitive impairment. Obesity is a growing problem worldwide and is associated with a range of comorbidities, including cognitive dysfunction. So obesity is associated with cognitive dysfunction. In this review, we will address the evidence that obesity and high-fat feeding can lead to cognitive dysfunction. We will also examine the idea that obesity-associated systemic inflammation leads to inflammation within the brain, particularly the hypothalamus, and that this is partially responsible for the negative cognitive outcomes. Thus, obesity and high-fat feeding led to systemic inflammation, excess circulating fat-free fatty acids, circulating cytokines, fat-free fatty acids, and immune cells reach the brain at a level of the hypothalamus and initiates, local inflammation in the brain, basically, including microglial proliferation. This local inflammation likely causes synaptic remodeling and neurodegeneration within the hypothalamus, altering internal hypothalamic circuitry and hypothalamic outputs to other brain regions. The result is disruption in cognitive function mediated by regions such as the hippocampus, amygdala, and reward process centers. Central inflammation is also likely to affect these regions directly. Thus, central inflammation in obesity leads to not just disruption of hypothalamic satiety signals and perpetrating of overeating, but also negative outcomes of cognition. So basically, what we're saying here, I mean, there's tons of them. So, boom. This one is neuroinflammation, obesity, circulating lipopolysaccharide binding proteins associated with brain structure and cognitive performance. We'll just go to the results. Circulating LBP concentrations was associated with FA and L1 values in several white matter regions, both at baseline and follow-up. The association remains significant after control for age, BMI, fat mass, and plasma high sensitivity C-reactive protein. Importantly, the increase in LBP over time impacted negatively on FA and L1 values on DST performance. Conclusion, it's basically bad for your fucking brain. So, obesity-induced neuroinflammation beyond the hypothalamus. So, obesity is now a worldwide health issue from being limited, far from being limited to weight gain. Obesity is generally associated with low-grade inflammation with a cluster of disorders collectively known as metabolic syndrome. When considering obesity and the subsequent neuroinflammation, the focus was long set on the hypothalamus. More recently, obesity-derived neuroinflammation has been shown to affect other brain areas, known to affect other brain structures such as the hippocampus, cortex, brainstem, and amygdala. Furthermore, obesity has been associated with increased occurrence of central disorders such as depression and impaired cognitive function. We discuss here the effects and mechanisms of obesity-derived neuroinflammation with a specific emphasis on extrahypothalamic structures as well as their repercussion of neuroinflammation. Obesity and neuroinflammation on Springer. Obesity is the core and baseline component of metabolic syndrome and is a major risk factor for many diseases like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, stroke, and neurodegenerative diseases. We oftentimes don't talk about that, how being morbidly obese is, in fact, a cause of neurodegenerative diseases. Sedentary lifestyle, unhealthy eating habits, and genetic predisposition are responsible for the increased prevalence of obesity worldwide. The predisposition is the gun. You pull the trigger with your fucking You pull the trigger with your fucking actions. Chronic overnutrition causes low-grade inflammation in several peripheral tissues, as well as central nervous system, particularly the hypothalamus, activation of various pro-inflammatory pathways such as the B and J and K and PKR are thought to be major players in induction of systemic and central inflammation. Furthermore, neuroinflammation causes intracellular disturbances and exacerbates various stresses such as oxidative stress, ER stress, and autophagic defects, leading to impaired neurohormonal signaling as well as autonomic regulation of nutrient metabolism and energy balance. Sorry, my brain just fucking tries to go faster than my mouth can go. As obesity poses major health threats, effects therapies to minimize obesity-related comorbidities is surely needed. By targeting the inflammatory component, the progression of obesity can be slowed down. In vivo studies suggested blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then let's see, we can go to this. Obesity and neuroinflammation, pathway to cognitive. Where's it going to go? Take a minute. Anyway, you get my fucking opinion. You get my fucking drift. It's bad for you. You know, I mean, like, there are multiple studies that show that fat people would be supposed to. Yep. Alan, would you ever be interested in checking out April Lauren's workout videos? I watched some people who do commentary on her, and some said that and some of them had some interesting things to say about her form. I don't give a fuck about her form. Why would I give a fuck about one person's form? I mean, she is generally putting this out to a fucking audience, but I don't give a fuck about her form. I give a fuck about the fact that she is obviously just trying to monetize her fucking weight loss, and that's fine. Do that, but don't pretend like this is some sort of fucking serious journey that she all of a sudden just started a fucking year and a half ago when she's been trying to lose weight for fucking years and years and years and years and years. That's the thing. I think that I've seen her personally be disingenuous on many occasions. So that's why I say, in my own opinion, of course, my opinion only, that April Lauren lies. So why would I fucking? I don't need to fucking check that out. Do you have a link to that study? It was just up. You can go look up the title of it. You can scroll back and get it. Do you think that lifestyle YouTubers who are obese should talk to their viewers about their health goals or leave that out of their blog? I think that if they're monetizing your health journey for views is very bad, especially in today's society, because today's society, they will end up building up a positive reinforcement with negative outcomes. So the most watched videos are when, like, I fell off my diet. You know, that's the title. I binged last night. Those get watched more than anything else, statistically speaking, and then they get rewarded for a negative behavior, and then negativity becomes part of their financial gain. And it builds a very positive association with a very negative action, and that's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. No kidding, Nova. That's why I can't have anything. Okay. That article is basically states the brain acts like it had several strokes without the strokes. Yep. CRP levels are directly related to heart inflammation. I have a metabolic disorder with some food restrictions, but also a lot of foods I can eat freely. I'm trying to find out if I should buy your app or if it's food focused and thus no point. It is not food focused. We go off we treat every person differently. And by the way, we'll put the link back down here. We treat every person differently. Okay. We have everybody from diehard vegans to carnivore. We just try to help people develop a healthier lifestyle based around what they can do. We have some people that are training for fucking marathons. We have one guy that's training for fucking special forces training. And we have other people that we are just trying to get to stand more often a day because they don't have any movement. We take a person individually based off of what they can eat, can't eat, like to eat, want to eat, those sort of things. And we help them adjust to a healthier lifestyle. We help people get healthy habits based off of their actual life. I don't ever give a caloric goal. I give a caloric range at most. For most people, we try not to in any way even give them a calorie range. We just want them to eat in a way that they are satiated, satisfied, mostly healthy foods, and then view foods eaten other ways that are like ultra processed foods or processed sugar. Those are eaten just for pleasure. Like, there's two types of food. There is those eaten just for pleasure, and there's those eaten for your health. Try to find the ones that are eaten for your health that you like and enjoy, and eat that mostly. There's no sense in eating stuff you're not going to fucking enjoy. So you want to eat those things, you know? But yes, Lely, we can fucking help you. There's a link between obesity and Alzheimer's as well. A huge link, a fucking humongous link. And that's going to be a fucking massive issue coming in the next fucking 10 years. Like, people don't even understand. We were already well fucked. Like, I mean, we were already like well fucked when it comes to long-term health and the amount of chronic illness and disease. Like, the amount of chronic illness and disease we have right now is absolutely fucking minuscule compared to the wave of chronic illness that was already coming before the great fattening of 2020. And then along with the great fattening of 2020, we literally have mainstream media, social media, and the fucking government encouraging people to move less and eat more. I mean, you're being fattened like a fucking herd of sheep for the slaughter. I mean, you are. American society is being fattened so they can then, like, 90, like, what was a 2018 study showed that 91% of all pharmaceuticals that were prescribed in America were for chronic illness. 91% of all prescriptions were chronic illness derived. 86% of all healthcare burden financially, 86% of all the $3.8 trillion spent a year in America on healthcare, $3.8 trillion. 86% of that burden is chronic illness related. And by the way, when I say burden, it's burden on the people. It's revenue for the fucking healthcare and pharmaceutical industry. Our burden is their revenue. Burden, revenue. That we all fucking share because we share in increased healthcare costs. When you consider that 80 to 90% of all chronic illness is avoidable by lifestyle change, would it not be the responsibility of everybody to try to be as healthy as possible to alleviate the burden on all of us? We just had 2 fucking years where there was nothing apparently more important than making sure that everybody, watched out for the health of everybody else. You have to, cover your mouth fucking hole so you are not possibly going to breathe out a fucking virus that goes all around goes straight through and all around the fucking facial decoration and travels up to 30 fucking meters on aerosolized vapor, because that's how viruses actually fucking work, you dumb fucks. But we did all these things, damaged children in fucking irreparable fucking ways, mentally and physically, frankly, to protect the healthcare system and everybody, when the healthcare system has been and is even more now burdened in vast majority by chronic illness. 50 some percent or 60 some percent of all hospital admissions are because of chronic illness. Not acute damage or car wrecks or fucking anything like that. It's from lifestyle driven chronic fucking disease that we overload the hospital systems. And then all of a sudden a new fucking issue pops up that we have to fucking then make sure the hospital systems don't get overloaded, when in fact they've already been pretty fucking overloaded by people gluttoning themselves. So pardon me if I'm thinking that we should fucking watch out for the fucking wave of chronic illness. Like, we thought diabetes was bad before. Shit, motherfuckers. I mean, the wave of type 2 diabetes coming after the great fattening of 2020 in the next 2 to 5 years is going to be fucking tragic. Tragic. We have a lot of children that are type 2 diabetic. That's abuse. That is fucking abuse. Unless there is some sort of very serious genetic disorder, which would normally already mean that there's type 1 diabetic, although there's very different mechanisms of type 1 and type 2 diabetes. But if your child is type 2 diabetic and you're not doing everything you can to fucking change it, first of all, you abuse them into type 2 diabetes, and you're fucking, it's fucking, that's reality. For people to get upset by me saying that if you have a 300-pound child at the age of 13, that even though you may not have realized it, that child has been abused via food, if that upsets you, that's privilege for you to be upset. It's the fucking truth. That child has not been fed in a healthy fucking fashion. The child has not been moved in a fucking healthy fucking fashion. It's privilege to fucking pretend like you're all fucking hurt in your fucking fifis because somebody says, hey, your child is fucking 300 pounds, they're 13 years old, their knees look like they're going to cave in backwards. You're affecting them for the rest of their life when it comes to their hormones, their fucking brain function. You're taking years off their life. a lot of people say like, well, my grandma was obese and she's 80. She was not obese her entirety of her life. Whenever you see an obese old person, and it's very fucking rare that you do, they became obese likely in the last fucking 15, 20 years. Not fucking since they were 13 fucking years old. A 13-year-old obese person is not going to live a long fucking life, and they're not going to lead a healthy one or a fucking pain-free one. Their child's probably already in pain. Fucking crazy. All these obese people on social media won't even call themselves obese. I feel like it's almost wrong to label them fat because they're beyond. I wish they'd talk about their health issues or eating issues. I mean, society, we have privileged them to the point where they can just say that's not a fucking issue. Linking monetization with your health journey is extremely dangerous, especially since the more dramatic than train wreck content gets clicked. Absolutely. Hey, Alan, glad to watch your live. Love your content. Keep up the amazing work. Nick King, thank you very much, motherfucker. I appreciate you. Love the palm trees in your picture. Looks like home. Emma. Okay, somebody's talking to each other. Is that Jinxie? I think that was Mr. Kitty that walked back there. Your diet advice is so sensible. It's so refreshing, and a slew of detox teas. It's just basic shit. It's basic shit. Even the supplement we're coming out with is all Ayurvedic, basically. It's all natural compounds, that sort of thing, with human testing behind it at clinically tested human doses. You know, it's funny that we're talking about obesity, and your cat in the background is an absolute unit. She's lost weight, damn it. She lays down to eat. We're working on it. She tries to steal the other cat's food. She exhibits very poor health behaviors, and we are working on it because we love her, and that's the truth. No shit. She's lost some weight. For a while, I mean, she was just like fucking. She would steal the other cat's food. And Crystal fucking fixed it. She worked it the fuck out. So, Dr. Peter Osborne has amazing content on mental disorders with food. Most anxiety and depression stems from eating food that rob the body of nutrients. I would fucking completely agree. Pharmaceuticals are the problem. Ever heard of herbalism? The insurance and pharmaceutical companies are creating clients, not cures. That is very fucking true. They're creating long-term clients. They're not trying to help cure any fucking disorders. I mean, the cure for almost all chronic illness, the cure for 80 to 90% of chronic illnesses is lifestyle change, eating a healthy, nutritious balance, making sure your body is neither starved nor has overconsumption, making sure you're moving your body and getting good cardiovascular work to keep your cardiovascular system healthy, which also then, and plenty of picking things up and putting things down, helps your endocrine system create more healthy hormones and things of that nature. When you see somebody you care about taking a dozen different meds a day, it's heartbreaking, truly. And people should get used to that shit because that's going to be fucking reality. The wave of chronic illness and disease coming is going to be like a tidal wave. It is going to fucking crush fucking society. I'm on my way to becoming a registered dietetic nutritionist. They have changed the degree plan from a bachelor's of science to a master's degree. Good. Oh, well, congratulations. I hope you help a lot of people. As a nurse, the butcher's bill for obesity is coming due. I'm seeing it off to lift some iron. Keep it up. Down, fucking get at it, motherfucker. Asking people to watch what they eat is asking them to take too much accountability in these days and age, apparently. It's really sad. It's privilege. It's privilege. It's obese privilege on a massive fucking scale. Obesity in of itself is fucking privilege. To eat more calories than your body is burning on a consistent basis over a long period of time is the definition of fucking privilege. And then to be able to sit back and claim nobody should be able to say shit to you about it after it burdens our society, after it burdens our healthcare system, it burdens our fucking society, after it is bad for the fucking planet because of your overconsumption is causing more production and more transportation of goods, which you are adding carbon into the fucking atmosphere for no fucking reason besides you like fucking Twinkies. I mean, it is privilege. Privilege. Fuck this bullshit. Like, oh my God, you're fat phobic. Fuck you for your obese privilege. You are fucking privileged. Your privilege is fucking showing. No shit. Alan, I find your argument almost one-sided. Fat people drive the economy and profits and buying foods and pills. They don't drive the economy. They drive profits for healthcare and for ultra processed foods. If that same money was used to buy less quantity of food and then put back into the fucking economy, the local economies, through farmers markets, locally raised cattle, and other animal products, it would, in fact, increase the economy. We could also then use the saved money on subsidizing hemp farming and things like that. We can focus on biodiesel. Biodiesel would create millions of fucking jobs in America, make us energy independent, and also be better for the fucking environment. I have thought it through. So I hear what you're saying. It's not one-sided. What it does is it takes the profits, and instead of pulling money out of the United States that we are borrowing and up to major global companies, it can keep the fucking money in the United States spread around amongst the actual people who are then going to be healthier, not dependent upon these huge conglomerate multinational corporations to keep them alive. We will keep ourselves alive, and then we can focus on our local economies. Studies are actually showing that type 1 is a gene that, when exposed to certain lifestyle factors in the womb and out, can cause damage to the pancreas that's hard to come back from. Ooh, I would love to see that data. Yep, you don't see many obese elderly people. They don't live that long. And when they do, when you see an elderly obese person, they've only been obese for probably 10, 15 years. My dog lays down to eat too. We're working on it. When's the new supplement dropping? We ought to be getting a release date here within the next day or two. So I'm very fucking pleased. Hopefully within the next week or two, for real. I'm too poor to be a diabetic. Insulin is expensive. Insulin is massively expensive. Just massively, massively, massively expensive. All fast food outlets should have a flight of stairs to enter. There's fast food. The concept of fast food is fucking bad. Let's see. The pharmaceutical industry will continue to thrive because people would rather have a quick fix to put in the time and effort to make lifestyle changes. I agree. I absolutely agree. But Alan, the food companies pay our politicians. That's very fucking true, sadly. Your honesty is always appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I don't agree with the economy argument. If those obese people didn't have to spend more money on the necessities, they'd spend it on something else. Absolutely, they could spend it on locally grown foods and things of that nature. Even if it costs a little bit more, if they can afford to eat in the way that's causing them to then have all of us to fucking spend our fucking borrowed ass money, like $3.8 trillion of healthcare spending in a year, when 86% of that burden is chronic illness related, and 80 to 90% of that chronic illness related burden is avoidable by lifestyle change. Money could be put into the lifestyle, but also, as a newsflash, we could stop borrowing fucking money. We could in fact have people keep more of their fucking money. So then we could actually spend that money on us and things of that nature. You said it best, lifestyle prescriptions are just medical subscriptions. Exactly. I don't know, how would you message you the studies that are on? Thank you very much, Celia. I appreciate it very much. I would love to read that research. Too bad big corporations own our government. They fucking truly do. They fucking truly, truly do. So, guys, we've been on for almost an hour and a half. Any questions really quick? I did want to say we do have some openings. We had some people graduate out. And here is the link to our coaching and or get a 30-minute one-time consultation. I actually have quite a few 30-minute consultations today. And I do need to get off of here because I have one about to fucking happen. So I hope everybody has a great fucking day. I really do. I hope everybody has an awesome fucking day. I did want to say, again, if in any way me saying that obesity is privilege hurts your feelings, if it makes you angry, examine your fucking privilege. God damn.